Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about the September 15th edition of Monday Night Raw. My favorite part, week after week, of Monday Night Raw has continually been Bayley. I'm just so interested and intrigued to see where she goes with this sort of dual personality, the sort of two-faced type thing that she has going on. It's so interesting, and like all great WWE or professional wrestling stories, it's relatable to us, to real human beings. All of us have this like angel and this devil on our shoulder telling us to do good things, telling us to do bad things, and we sort of toggle in between those things. That's the basis of being a human being in this world. We have tough decisions to make every single day, but ultimately it comes down to a choice. Do I want to live my life as a good, moral, ethically driven person who's in service to the world? Or do I want to feed all of my devilish characteristics and be a terrible, selfish person in this world? This is what Bayley is going through in real time. I mean, you see at the start of Monday Night Raw, she's hugging everybody. Everyone says Bayley the hugger is back. She's back. She's the role model. She's back. And then later on in the show, in her locker room, she's screaming and talking to multiple different people, which is really just herself and her dual personalities that she doesn't know which one to hold on to, which one to really be. She doesn't know which one is really her. And then Lyra comes into the locker room and she absolutely violently screams at Lyra with a shirt that's like a black and white sort of double two-faced type of shirt. And it was just incredible. Really good job. I'm excited to see where it goes, how it's going to play out. Maybe she has multiple matches in a night, or maybe she continues to have multiple emotions in one night, or two different people, or whatever the case may be. And then eventually she's going to overcome it. And hopefully the conversation then is similar to like an AJ Lee, who single-handedly made taking care of your mental health cool again. We're going to see Bayley sort of overcome the sort of dual personalities and maybe integrate herself into the superstar and the person she wants to be. I mean, it's not similar, but like if you consider what's happening with LA Knight, right? A lot of people are like, oh, he's considering a heel turn. He's not considering a heel turn. LA Knight is a huge, massive, over babyface, and for the first time in his career in WWE, he's working in the main event scene. He's not turning babyface. I mean, he's not turning heel. He's a babyface. Every time he kicks or punches, the crowd screams, yeah, he is over. He is right where he needs to be, but he is showing signs of not taking any shit. Just because a babyface uses a weapon or hits someone behind their back or does anything like that doesn't mean they're heel. It just means they're real human. Jey Uso attacked LA Knight from behind last week, kicked him right in the face. A human being wants revenge, good or bad. That's a normal human instinct. So I don't think LA Knight is turning heel. I think he's showing more aggression. I think he's standing up for himself. I think he's proving to people that he's not going to back down from any challenge. Those are important aspects of a big-time hero. A big-time hero gets knocked down, gets attacked from behind, yes, stays morally and ethically driven, but also doesn't let anyone sort of give him any shit, right? Stands up for himself, stands up for the people he loves. That's what a real hero does, and LA Knight is showing those characteristics. One sort of piece of a weapon or hitting someone from behind doesn't make you a heel. There's many other different things that make you a bad person. And I think that's an interesting dynamic. So you have this Bayley stuff, and you have maybe the people think that LA Knight is turning heel. I disagree completely. So those two parts of Monday Night Raw were very entertaining. I thought the Kairi Sane and Stephanie McMahon match was bad. I thought it was bad. I thought their chemistry wasn't very good. I thought the match was sloppy, but it did the job it needed to do, and you can see the sort of the combustible elements for the Kabuki Warriors. Kairi Sane's emotions during the backstage segment were really good. She's crying, she's hurting, Asuka screaming her brains out, Io Sky saying, I gotta do this by myself. Io Sky, Stephanie McMahon shake hands. They're gonna have an amazing match at WrestlePalooza, but I expected a better match from Kairi Sane and Stephanie McMahon. Just didn't get it, but I think Stephanie McMahon and Io Sky is going to blow the roof off the joint at WrestlePalooza and potentially could be the match of the night. Another thing that obviously we enjoyed was Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, and CM Punk and AJ Lee. I thought the talking part of that segment went way too long. Way way too long. It was like overdrawn there. Just keep saying the same shit over and over and over again. And I mean, you have four of the most over people in the company. I mean, they're screaming AJ Lee's husband. They're chanting AJ Lee. They're chanting Seth Rollins. They're chanting Becky Lynch. They're chanting Constipated. They're on every word, but it just got drawn out a little bit too long. But what saved the segment was the physicality, was the first bump we've seen AJ Lee take, was the multiple slaps to the face, AJ on Seth, Becky on CM Punk, right? Really building up this anticipation and this feud for what's going to happen in this mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. So very, very good stuff from there. Just, I thought, the talking segment, which just went a little too long. Just people got to condense what they're going to say a little bit, right? You can only expect a hot crowd to be hot for so long until you sort of start to bore them a little bit. So you got to condense that down a little bit. You got to get to the action sooner where they can see sort of the bait and switch. The Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are on one team, are a team. They're showing sort of the rust of AJ Lee and potentially there. But you're going to see a great match. I'm not sure we're going to get a clean finish. I don't think it really matters, but you might see AJ Lee pin Becky Lynch, and you're not going to see CM Punk beat Seth Rollins for that title until WrestleMania 42. At least that's my thinking. That's how long this feud is going to go. So you got to be strapped in. It's going to be a long, long, interesting ride. And then one of the last best things that came from the September 15th of Monday Night Raw was the Grande Americanos, right? First we had Chad Gable as El Grande Americano. Then it turned to Ludwig Kaiser, who's absolutely crushing it in this role. And now we saw Pete Dunne as a Grande Americano. Then we saw Tyler Bate as El Grande Americano. So now you have three of the best in-ring workers, professional wrestlers in all of WWE under the same mask doing all this weird gimmick. And I'm not sure it's the best usage of their talents, but I don't hate it. I'm glad they're out there getting to actually be used as professional wrestlers. And it's interesting to see where this is going to go. Are they going to be a trios team? Are they going to be a team? Are they going to unmask themselves? Is there a larger plan about, taking down luchadors? Is there a larger plan about winning a championship or winning tag team championships? What's the idea behind all of the El Grande Americanos? And why are three of the best workers and wrestlers in all of WWE behind the masks? What's the point? Where's the end game? I'm thinking about it. If you know what it is, if you've thought about it, let me know. But I did absolutely enjoy that match between El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee. Then Tyler Bate comes out, Pete Dunne comes out. They distract AJ Styles, so maybe we'll get they need one more guy in their group, so maybe we'll get a 3-on-3 sort of trios type of match, or maybe we'll get a tag team match, or maybe we'll just get to see how good these guys are in the ring. Even though they're under a mask, under a hood, we still get to see them perform in the ring, which is really all that I want for Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Ludwig Kaiser, who are some of the best workers, not in just WWE, but in the world. And if you're unfamiliar with that type of work, you should go check out their stuff and NXT UK and all sorts of things like that. But I think that's all I have to say about the September 15th edition of Monday Night Raw. I thought it was a pretty good episode. Those were my highlights. Bayley at the top of the list, and very intrigued by the whole El Grande Americano situation and where that goes and what that leads to for those really, really good wrestlers. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.